Now we will discuss about the DPC treatment in building. So there are various ways in which you can avoid the entry of moisture in your building. So this treatment may be applied at different levels. So this treatment may be applied to walls. This treatment may be applied to avoid the entry of water from the foundations, and you can also apply treatment to the basements, because these basements there are more chances that water may come up from the ground. So generally this DPC layer where you have to apply, that is what which is meant by the DPC treatment in building. In the wall, in the foundation, in the basement. In the basement there are three types of treatment which are used: provision of foundation drain and DPC. Either you can provide RCC raft slab and wall slab both, or either by asphalt tanking. So these are the three techniques which are generally applied for to avoid the entry of moisture in your basement. So this basement treatment is very important because more chances of moisture to come up in this basement. Then treatment of sloping roof as well as treatment of floors. So we will discuss one by one. First is treatment of walls. So if the level of the ground floor is in level with the ground surface or just above it, आपका ग्राउंड फ्लोर जो है और ग्राउंड सरफेस है एकदम नज़दीक है या फिर थोड़ा सा ही ऊपर है, the DPC is provided in stepped vertical through the wall. So here you can see this is through wall, and this is stepped vertical manner, and then DPC layer is to be provided. And the horizontal DPC in the external wall, ये step फैशन में आपने प्रोवाइड कर दिया. अभी जो horizontal DPC है in the external wall, so this is your external wall extending from the floor. So whatever floor we are providing DPC, it should extend in a stepped manner. Then this horizontal layer, it should be at least 15 centimeters. So here it is 150 mm, it's not 1.5 meter, it is 150 mm. So that is 1.5 meters, yes, 15 centimeter above your ground level. If two ground floors, अभी दो ground floor है, they are provided at different levels, so here and here, so they are connected by the internal wall. So here you are having the internal wall, so in that case you have to provide this DPC in the level with the lower surface of the concrete floor. So this lower surface of the concrete floor you have to provide DPC, then cement concrete fillet, and then again DPC layer is to be provided in the wall, and then this DPC it is to be provided in the upper floor. Okay, so this way you can provide this treatment to the external wall as well as in internal walls. But the thing is that from the ground level it should be at least 1.5 meter, 15 centimeter or 150 mm from the ground layer. Next is treatment to foundation against gravitational water. So there are always chances that from the foundation water may come up from the bottom. Okay, so proper treatment is to be provided here. So in the form of air drain. So foundations may receive water percolating from adjacent ground and its moisture may rise in the wall. नीचे से ऊपर wall में आ सकता है, and then it can enter to your house. So it can be checked by providing a air drain. So air drain is nothing but it's a narrow hollow space. So such kind of hollow space can be provided adjacent to your external wall. So which is provided parallel to your external wall, and this width of the air drain may be 20 to 30 centimeters. So this width of the this air drain, it may be 20 to 30 centimeter. And openings, this opening, it may be provided with the grating mean jali, and at the regular interval for the passage of air. And the wall forming the drain rest on the foundation concrete of main wall. तो ये जो आपका wall आप बनाएंगे adjacent to your main wall, it should be above your foundation concrete itself. And the outer wall of the drain is kept 150 mm above your ground. So outer wall का जो भी drain है, it should be at least again 15 centimeter above your ground level. So this 15 centimeter you have to remember. Okay, above ground level 15 centimeter to check the entry of the surface water. So surface water should not come in your air drain. And RCC floor slab, RCC roof slab is to be provided above this air drain. So by providing such type of air drain, you try to avoid whatever gravitational water to enter in your house. And again you can provide this DPC in your external wall, horizontal and vertical DPC layer. So this provision of air drain, it will not allow the gravitational water to enter inside your house. Next treatment is for basement. So first treatment that can be provided, that is the provision of foundation drain and DPC. So if basement rests on the soil which are not properly drained, जिसका proper drain नहीं हो पा रहा है, and due to that some great hydrostatic pressure is exerted, hydrostatic pressure ज़्यादा है, there are always chances that water may come up from bottom and sides. So in that case the floor as well as wall receive water. So wall में भी पानी आएगा, floor में भी पानी आएगा. So in that case what you have to do? So in that case trench is created all around up to foundation level. So trench એક ખાડો ખોદવામાં આવે ચારે બાજુ તમારા ફાઉન્ડેશનની and fill it with the gravel or coke or other pervious material. Pervious material means that can allow the water to pass. So such kind of gravel bed is to be provided. And open jointed drain. Open jointed drain means the joints are open so that whatever water which is coming up that can go in your drain pipe. So this open jointed drain may be provided to collect the underground water. And this drainage pipe embedded in gravel bed, they may be also provided before foundation concrete. So foundation concrete से पहले ये सब आपको provide कर देना है. And then after you have to provide this horizontal and vertical DPC. So this horizontal DPC is for your particular base, and this vertical DPC is for your wall, and also this horizontal DPC may be provided in your wall. So you are taking all care that water should not enter from this sides or from the bottom. And so for that open jointed drain pipe are to be provided all around, and that may take all the groundwater and that will be allowed to drain it. So this is by drain method and DPC layer method. Next is provision of RCC floor or wall slab. So where underground water pressure is so high that this drainage system will not work out, so वो कोई problem solve नहीं कर पाएगा. So in that case also constant pumping of water is also not desirable. So in that case what you can do? In such case you can provide the floor slab as well as wall slab. So this RCC wall is to be constructed as well as RCC floor is to be constructed. Okay, so this rigid RCC structure is to be prepared in the form of slab, floor slab and main RCC wall. As far after this RCC wall, again you have to provide this DPC layer. So this DPC layer is to be provided. Okay, so after foundation concrete you are having DPC layer, and at least 3 layers of this bituminous felt are used as DPC. So 3 layers of bituminous felt is to be provided. Okay, apart from this vertical and horizontal, जो भी vertical and horizontal DPC, it's a 3 layer of bituminous felt sheet. Okay, and also this half brick thick protective wall. So here you can see this half brick thick protective wall that is to be provided above this DPC layer to protect this particular layer of DPC, and which is provided on the outer face of RCC wall slab. So just you should understand that after this foundation concreting you have to lay the bituminous felt, and above that you are having this particular brick wall, and then this RCC floor slab. Okay, so similarly vertically you can provide it, and again in that case it should be provided at least up to 15 centimeter above your ground level. Okay, so this is the provision of RCC floor and wall can be provided. Now this third technique, which is called as the asphalt tanking. So it is used if the subsoil water table is not so high. So in that case you can provide a continuous layer of asphalt. So here you can see this is the continuous layer of asphalt. Okay, so a horizontal DPC in the form of asphalt layer of 30 mm thick in 3 coat over the entire area of basement floor. So over the entire area of this basement floor after foundation concreting, 3 coat of 30 mm thick asphalt layer is to be provided, and it will extend in the form of vertical DPC. So it will be connected with the vertical DPC. So this particular joint is to be provided in the proper way, fillet way. So this DPC that 20 mm thick, so vertical DPC of for 20 mm thick in the 3 coat on the external face of basement wall, and half brick thick wall as an outer wall it is to be constructed. And here above this also you can have the brick layer. Okay, and this vertical DPC should be 15 centimeter above the ground. So this is normal condition. Whenever DPC is to be provided, it should be at least provided up to 15 centimeter above ground level. Then flat brick on the foundation concrete is provided to protect the DPC. So this flat brick, whatever is provided just to protect this DPC. Then after you are having floor slab and normal flooring is to be done. So this continuous asphalt layer in horizontal and vertical way, whatever is provided, it is called as asphalt tanking. So that will avoid the entry from bottom as well as from the outer wall. But the subsoil water should not be much high, then in that case you can go for the asphalt tanking. Next, if in case of sloping roof, so generally in the sloping roof the DPC should be stepped fashion you can provide the DPC, and again this gap should be at least 15 centimeter. Okay, and this rainwater gutter that can be provided. So here in the sloping direction, this kind of the rainwater gutter which is lined with cement concrete and with the bituminous material can be provided. And this DPC may be any flexible material like bituminous felt, this DPC layer. Okay, so in stepped fashion you can provide, and also provision of a good roof gutter lined with cement concrete may be provided in case of sloping roof. Now, if you want to do the treatment for floors, so for location where the ground moisture is not present, ज़्यादा नहीं है, subsoil जो भी है, it should be rammed well, and 7.5 to 10 centimeter thick layer of coarse sand is spread all over the entire area under flooring. So सबसे पहले आपको sand का layer लगाना है, ठीक है? So this sand layer of 7.5 to 10 centimeter thick is to be spread all over, all below whatever flooring material you want. Then after, stone solid, that is nothing but hard stone or durable stone like basalt that are to be provided. After sand you can provide a hard stone, उसको बोलते हैं आपका stone का solid, that can be provided. Then after 7.5 to 10 centimeter thick layer of lean concrete, तो इसके नीचे आपके stone है, coarse sand है. Then after you are having lean concrete. So lean concrete means in proportion of to aggregate you are having lesser proportion of cement, so that may be provided over it, and over this base flooring may be laid. Then after you are having this DPC layer. Okay, so this DPC layer above which you are having flat brick, then this flooring concrete, and then floor is to be done. So in a damp soil where the water table is near ground level, it is essential to provide the DPC membrane over entire area. So पूरे एरिया में आपको प्रोवाइड करना है. And as you know that over that this brick layer is to be provided, and again this 15 centimeter above your ground level. So this is very normal that we have discussed in external wall also. This horizontal DPC of the external wall, it should be at least 15 centimeter above your ground layer, then stepped fashion, and it will join with the horizontal DPC of your flooring. Then other methods are also used, so in which this cavity wall is widely used. So basically cavity wall is nothing but it is the two parallel walls of masonry that are constructed with continuous air in between. Okay, so as such there is no contact between the two walls except at the wall tiles, that will not allow the outer from outer wall to enter the dampness inside your wall. So outer to inner connection is not there. So in hot and humid climate of India, it offers a very many advantage of better living and comfort condition, as well as economic construction and preservation of building against dampness. So it is verified by a few studies that this cavity wall of 10 centimeter thick internal and external wall, अगर 10 सेंटीमीटर का एक्सटर्नल इंटरनल वॉल रखते हैं with the 5 centimeter cavity in between, 5 centimeter का cavity, then it is better or more reliable than the solid wall having 20 centimeter thickness as far as the damp prevention is concerned. So when you are providing cavity wall, it is also having good insulation against sound, and it will reduce the effluences also. Also it provides economy and better comfort. So this cavity wall is also an alternative option for damp prevention in your building. And also in other methods you can go for the shotcreting or gunite. So gunite is nothing but it's a mixture of cement and sand, and usual mixture is the rich mix, 1:3 or 1:4 proportion. So generally it is consisting of forming a impervious layer of rich cement mortar for waterproofing over the exposed concrete surface for resisting water pressure. सो जो भी आपका कंक्रीट का सरफेस है उसके ऊपर आप दिस रिच सीमेंट sand mixture with high pressure you can apply. Okay, so machine which is known as the cement gun, which is having a nozzle, उसके आगे एक nozzle होता है for spraying the mixture, and a drum of compressed air, पीछे एक compressed air का drum होता है जहाँ से high pressurized you can apply that granite. So of compressed air for forcing the mixture under desired pressure. So any surface which is to be treated, it is to be for first thoroughly clean करो पहले, any dirt, grease or any loose materials are there, then you have to first remove it, then you have to fully wet it, and then after this mixture of cement and sand is then shot under a pressure. So by this using this nozzle, and that is a pipe connected with the your compressed air, that will allow a very desired pressure of 2 to 3 kg per cm square by holding the nozzle of cement gun at a distance of 75 to 99 centimeter from the wall surface. So wall surface से थोड़ा distance पे रह के you have to apply this particular rich cement mortar, and the impervious surface should be watered for at least 10 days. So once you are applied this granite, you have to provide that surface to be watered for at least 10 days. So this shotcreting method can also be utilized. Instead of that, you can also use this pressure grout, which is called as cementation. So this cementation is the process of forcing the cement grout. So it is also a mixture of cement, sand and water under pressure into cracks or voids. अगर कोई क्रैक्स या void है present, तो वहाँ पे आप डाल सकते हैं, ठीक है, in a structural component or even in the ground itself. So all the components of the structure in general and foundation which are liable to moisture penetration are consolidated and made water resistant by this particular process. So this special injection pipes are there. So with the help of with injection pipe, you can have the injection of this primary grout. So initially you are injecting, and this secondary grout. So in secondary grouts is also injected, and this will make a water barrier surface. So it will not allow the entry of moisture from this water. So such kind of pressure grouting can also be applied as a dam prevention measure in your building. So thank you very much. I will stop the presentation now. Thank you everyone.